I'll get it right to look into the camera. So welcome. For those of you who are brand new here, my name is Cindy. I am an empath, and this channel is all about empath living. Techniques, strategies, tips, ways to get the most out of your sensitivity, how to live with your sensitivity and thrive. So, if that sounds like you, if you're a HSP person or an empath, consider subscribing. And for those of you who are those of you who have been here before and are catching the Insight Timer replay, welcome. It is so wonderful to have you in my community. I appreciate you so much. So today is day 4 of our Abundance Challenge, 21-day Abundance Challenge. If you would like to join me on Insight Timer so that you can leave comments. Hello, you're sensitive. Welcome. Let me put my glasses on. Oh, I missed your name, but I'm glad you're here. If you would like to join in on Insight Timer so that you can leave questions, comments, and I can respond to them, there will be a link in the description when this video is posted to YouTube. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. It's good to have you here. Here we go. Namaste. Namaste, my lovely friends, and namaste to my friend on YouTube. Welcome. Hey, Stephen. Welcome. It is so good to be here for day 4. Day 4. Now, you can see I've left you a little comment. I sent some Reiki energy out today. Hey, Liz W, welcome. Magpie, welcome. Good to see you again. Hello, Bianca. Is it Bianca or is it Blanca? Blanca, I think. Hey, V, welcome. Namaste to you all. So, if you wish to receive the energy, hey, Manuel, beautiful, welcome. Hey, Richard, hey, Lily. Beautiful. There you go. Stephen has it. I'm really, really well, Laverne. My pleasure, Lise. Lovely to see you. Good morning, Jenny. So if you wish to receive the energy, just do as Stephen has done. I receive this Reiki energy for my highest good. Hey, Jessica, welcome back. So when I was preparing today, I was doing my Reiki thing. Beautiful. Welcome, Amy. The energy that was in my hands, my pleasure. The energy that was in my hands was green. And green is a color, it's heart chakra color. It's also a color of abundance, the earth and abundance. So that is the energy that I have sent out for your highest good today. Hey, Marcy, welcome. Welcome, Liz. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good, good, good. You are all receiving this energy. Beautiful, abundant energy. So day 4. Let me quickly ask you, did anything transpire for you in the last 24 hours? Has anything changed? Did you wake up this morning feeling different in any way? Have you taken action on any of your goals? Marcy, happy and healthy. Beautiful. Has anything changed for anyone? Let me know. How do you feel? Joanna, thank you. It is summer here. It's really hot. It's freezing. I'm sad to hear that. Not a fan of cold weather. Wow, Beth. So the money came to you? Woo-hoo! Oh, Magpie. Magpie says he is beginning with gratitude before he even gets out of bed. That is the best way to start the day. Lily's feeling centered. Yoga daily. Yeah, amazing, amazing. Journaling today. Good, beautiful. Oh, beautiful, Jessica. The joy and not just the work. And that's it. That is what we've been talking about. When you come from a place of joy, you can create so much more easily, whether that is that you are trying to write something daily, whether that is that you want to get out in your garden and create things in your garden, or if you have created a big, juicy, hairy, audacious goal and you're working towards it. It comes more easily and it stops feeling like work when you come from joy. Richard! 2 friends out of his list already. Amazing. Oh, you planted your tea trees yesterday. Wow, Jenny. And lucid dreams last. Lucid dreams. Whew, amazing. Doing a daily walk. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Yeah. Gee, I want to talk about tea today. Hopefully I'll have enough time. I've got a lot to talk about today. So I was planning this morning in my journal, I was like, okay, today I was going to talk about giving and the energy of giving and all of that, following on a little bit from what we spoke about yesterday. And then I was in the shower. Does anyone else have their best moments in the shower, their best thoughts, and also their connection to spirit? Hey, Karen, welcome. Joanna, yes. Customers already, Jenny. Manifested. Yeah, me too. So often my journaling practice is I wake up in the morning and I start journaling straight away. And usually I'll write down my plans for the day, or if I'm doing a live, I'll put together what it is, like a plan for what I'd like to say. Hey Luann, welcome. And then quite often I'll get in the shower and all of that will just be out the door. So, I wanted to talk about giving, but we're going to do something completely different. Work stuff, right? Okay. So someone told me that it's because you are the most grounded in the shower with the water running, cleansing, and I can't remember what it was. Anyway, whatever it is, it works. So, what I would like to talk to you about today is being limitless. Is about being limitless in your abundance thinking. So, think for a moment. The energy, the universe wants to create more of itself. Okay, we discussed that. Now, think also about the divine. And it made me think about the universe, and it's like, wow, huge. But then think about the divine who created the universe. We have our universe, and then we have, I don't know, squillions of other universes. Richard, you could probably give more of a scientific approach to this. There is more than one universe, and the divine created those universes. And then outside of the universe, we have the multiverses, where there's more than one. Right, okay. So, with that in mind, why limit yourself to the universe when you can be a co-creator with, hey Monica, welcome! You can be a co-creator with the divine. The divine is limitless. Limitless. You know what we haven't done? Is pick a card. It is mind-blowing, Jenny. We haven't picked a card because I will refer back to the card that we have picked for 2 days in a row now, which is this one. I am patient, knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. We're going to refer back to that, but I'm putting it back in. There it is. I'm going to put it in the middle, and I'm going to shuffle. So, think about that for a second. You are a co-creator with the divine. whatever you believe God to be, whoever you believe created the universe, the universes, the multiverse, is a limitless being. Limitless being. And we are, supposedly, if you believe the Christians say that we are made in the image of God. We are made in the image of the divine. So we are little creators. The divine is the ultimate creator, and we are little creators. But we all have the power to create. Do you believe that you have the power to create whatever it is that you want? You have the power to create. You can create negativity. You can create your own personal hell, if you wish. Or you can create your own personal heaven. Do you believe that? Okay, picking a card. Ooh, definitely. Yes, that's one way of looking at it, Sarah. Today's card, I trust, that word, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. This actually fits beautifully with what we're talking about today. That's our card for the YouTubers. For the replay people, okay, screenshot if you can. So, I'm going to take you on a little journey now. Now that we've established that we are co-creators, oh, I just put that card away. No, there it is. That we are co-creators. Hey Bunny, we're just about to start. Did you get the card? That's our card for today. Okay, so we've established that we are co-creators with the divine that actually even created the universe. But the universe that the divine has created just wants to create more of itself. So the energy that you give is what the universe will work with to create more and more and more of. Okay, beautiful. Now, let me take you on a journey. I want you to think. Interesting. So, I want you to think for a second about your grandparents. I want you to think about the abundance mindset of your grandparents. So, all of you are right now sitting in front of some kind of screen, very powerful computer, quite possibly one that you're holding in your hands. The most powerful computer ever created is sitting in your hands right now. You have a device in your hands, right? Think about the abundance that is in your life right now. Here you are on a screen, listening and watching a woman in Australia. Flo, welcome. A woman in Australia you're in a comfortable house. I'm assuming you're in a safe house. You have electricity. You can do this, flick a switch, and you have light. You have heating. You have cooling. You can go to a room in your house where there is a machine that you can open the door and have a look inside, and there's food that you can then take to the stove that you press a button and you can cook, right? How abundant and prosperous is that? Think about that for 1 second. Now, go back and think about your grandparents. My grandparents, one set of grandparents, were living in Germany after the Second World War. And they had 2 children, 2 young boys. And they thought to themselves, this is not a good life in this country for our 2 children. Their abundant thinking made them think, how can we give more to our children? How can we make our life better for them? And they then got on a boat and sailed from Europe to Australia. Now, wherever you are in the world, right, hey Lucy, wherever you are in the world right now, if you think about it, takes you 24 hours to get to Australia by plane. So how many years ago? 1940s, we're now in 2020. All those years ago, it took months. And if you think Australia is far away now, because hey, it is. It's really far away. Better leave now. Right, Joanna? It is so far away. But if you think about how much further away it was for my grandparents, but because of their abundant thinking, how can we do more? How can we be better? How can we be more for our children? They embarked on this massive journey to come here to Australia. So just for a moment now, grab your journals. I'm assuming you've got your journals. I want you to think about your grandparents, and I'm going to give you a minute to write down what it was that they did that was abundant thinking that brought you to this place. Because we're coming all the way back. What did your grandparents do that was abundant thinking? 1 minute. Welcome on YouTube. Welcome. What did your grandparents do that was abundant, that brought you to this place? If you'd like to share, I'd love to read it. You know what my grandparents did that was abundant, that brought me here to Australia. We've got 10 more seconds. I don't know if I'm going to fit this all into half an hour. I was in a fantasy land when I said I could teach all of this stuff in half an hour. All right, beautiful. So, your grandparents. Now, think about your parents. What did your parents do? Jessica, they opened a ski shop in Little Silver, New Jersey, which is absolutely ridiculous because ski mountains aren't really a thing. Despite that, they were wildly successful and gap. There you go. Beautiful. There you go, Sarah. But it was there in both of those stories, that's abundance thinking, right? For Jessica, a ski shop in New Jersey. We have ski shops in Australia, in Brisbane, which is a subtropical climate. They do really well too, Jessica. Something about hot weather that makes people go, I'm off to the snow. And that Sarah's Chinese grandparents left China even before the war to come to, was it Malaysia? Sarah, did your grandparents come straight to Malaysia? Because they had a bigger picture, abundant thinking. There you go, beautiful. Jessica just moved from Red Bank. Congratulations. Wow, look at that, Annette. That's a lot of abundance thinking. Wow, wow. To open a laundromat in England, Flo. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. So now think about your parents. What did your parents do? So in all of those stories, your grandparents kind of started from, maybe not necessarily hardship, but they made a choice to do better, to create more. Now your parents. So your parents have done things to bring you to this place as well. What abundance thinking What abundance thinking did your parents do to bring you to this place? So my parents, my father had abundant thinking in that he was here in Australia and he wanted to travel the world. So he went to South America and got on a motorbike and rode a motorbike around South America, met my mother. My mother had abundance thinking because she was in Brazil not having a good time. She always tells me stories about the machismo of the men in Brazil. That was her experience. And so she didn't want that for her life. She said, I don't want a Brazilian man. So her abundant thinking was that I am going to open myself to going to the world. And then my parents met and they had me. And my mother's abundance thinking and my father's abundance thinking was that we can do better for this child. So my mum went all the way from Brazil to Australia to try a new life here. And from that abundance thinking, she wanted more for herself and more for her child. I now live this amazing life in Australia. There you go, Magpie. Stephen, machismo is, how do I describe machismo? Machismo is a really old school male way of thinking that the man rules everything, and am I describing? It's even more than that. It's like chauvinism on steroids. How's that? Chauvinism on steroids. Jessica's mum pursued her MBA while working full-time with 3 small kids. And your dad busted ass in a very physically unforgiving profession so we could earn. Jessica, look at that, amazing. As the first in his family, right. Sarah's mum, the first woman in her family to go to university. She persisted. Amazing. Macho, super macho. Laverne, machismo, super macho. Right. So you can see the abundance thinking that brought us here. And each generation, as Sarah has mentioned, her grandparents came from China. But then her mother had even more abundance thinking for herself. She wanted to go to university, but her grandparents, their abundance thinking was limited by what they had been taught and learnt, right? But she took the abundance to the next step. Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? And now here you are, sitting here listening to a curly-haired Aussie lady on a computer screen, or maybe even a mobile device, just for a moment, mobile device, that you can connect with anyone in the world. But that abundance thinking brought you to here. And now it's your turn. If Sarah's grandparents can come from, Sarah, I'm assuming rural China. I'm just assuming back in the day China was very rural. It's not now, it's such an advanced power, but back in the day it was more rural, am I right? So to come from rural China, and now Sarah has a university educated mother. I'm assuming that you are also university educated. I'm assuming a lot. If they can incrementally increase your life through their abundant thinking, they have brought you to this place where you are right now, and you already have so much abundance. What can you create? What abundance can you bring into your life? How can you improve for the people that are coming next? Wow. All children have their master's degrees and their PhD. The first female mayor of her hometown? Monica. That's so much abundance right there. There you go, Sarah, right? So coming back to this present moment that we have right now, and remembering that the universe wants to create more of itself. Wow, Joanna. So they're horrified. But look at you now. Thank you, Monica. So we are living in an abundant universe that wants to create more of itself. We are co-creators with the divine, whatever it is you believe the divine to be, the creator of all things. We are co-creators with them. And if in such a short time, Sarah, I'm using Sarah as an example, her family can come from rural China to being a educated professional woman. That is huge in a short amount of time. And back then, they didn't have little devices that connected us to the whole world. You are connected to the whole world right now. What can you create? What abundance can you step into? What can you dream for the future? What can you create for the next generation? Even if you don't have children of your own, I don't have children of my own. But I know that every time I step out and I dream of something and I create something, I'm affecting the next generation by talking to someone in this generation. Yes? What can you create? Why place limits on yourself? So Jenny with her tea, she wants to start. Sarah, her parents fled Iraq during the war and chaos with 5 children. I mean, amazing. Amazing. Right. Now, Jenny with her tea. So you all know that I love to drink pucker tea, right? I'm always slurping. I'm really disappointed because I only could grab a small cup today because all my big cups are in the dishwasher. So pucker tea. Pucker tea started in the UK. Three generations. How inspiring is that? So, yummy green tea. We can be limitless. Exactly, Ryder. Welcome, Ryder. So, pucker tea started with a man in the UK who started, I believe he was an Ayurvedic practitioner. And he started with one blend, which is the one that I always drink. It's called Relax. And it's an Ayurvedic blend for tummy and total relaxation, right? He started off with one blend. Then he created a few more blends. Now he's created this, it's a really magnificent organic, everything about pucker tea is organic. You know that tea bags aren't always the best option for the environment, but everything, the box, the tea bag, the this little thing, the string, all of it is completely biodegradable. Even the printing ink is it's like a biodegradable process. It's an organic process, so you can know that you are doing something for your good and good for yourself and for the environment when you purchase his tea. It's now been bought out by Unilever, which is a really big, we all know Unilever. not so amazing company. But from a small little beginning of, hey, I want to make an Ayurvedic tea blend, I'm now sipping his tea here in Australia. And Jenny wants to, it's PUKKA, all biodegradable, Jenny, right. So what I want to say, Jenny, is hurry up. I need to replace my tea and I want to have your tea. But think about that, small, humble beginnings. And he's shown us as well that we can have successful careers helping without damaging the earth. Think about the screens that you are holding in your hand. Let's go back to, I'm going to say Apple, let's go back to Steve Wozniak, is it Steve Wozniak? And Steve Jobs in a garage with a vision to create something. It was abundance thinking, that we can make something that will allow creative people, because that was their original vision, was for creative people to be able to create. And then the Mac came. And then from the Mac, they just kept creating and creating and creating. And now you have your phone. Don't have my phone with me. You have your phone in your hand, and you can talk to me in Australia. And we can hang out here on Insight Timer, which, what another abundant thing right there. And we can share our dreams, we can share our inspirations, we can share our hopes, and we can lift the consciousness of each other. I'm getting really excited. The consciousness of each other and everybody else. You will leave this life, hopefully my intention is that you will leave this live feeling inspired and fulfilled, and then you will share that energy with the people around you, and they will feel inspired, and so the ripple continues. We are limitless in what we decide to create. And with each choice that we make, we can choose to create something, because that's always your choice, or we can choose to create the life that we want, the heaven that we want while we are here. Ah, wow. In order to be a man, you have to see a man. That's potent, Edward. They are lovely, Karen, aren't they? Beautiful. That's my 30 minutes. I kind of feel like I'm done too. I just wanted to inspire you that as we move into what is going to be a challenging year, it already is a challenging year. Let's not lie to ourselves. We will be facing challenges. But you are a limitless being, and you are connected to a limitless creator, whatever it is that you believe. You can create the life that you want. And if you think forward thinking, as we enter into a new year, and things are going to change. Oh my goodness, we've got so much change. You thought 2020 was this year is going to be full of change. And you have the power and the ability to create what it is, a new world, a new earth, in the way that you want it. You can write your own story from this point in. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about it either, Karen, and I've been kind of, because I love that tea so much, I've been like, oh, do I keep buying it? It still does all the same good things. I'm hoping that it still does all the same good things for the environment. But I am also out there looking for new things. Maybe even having a go at blending my own. You can just never grow chamomile. I've tried so many times to grow chamomile, and just, because you need a lot of flowers to drink as much tea as I do. Thank you, Richard. Yeah, Sarah. It's a reset, an abundance reset. So whatever it is that you are dreaming of, know that you can. I certainly have, Stephen. Know that you can create it. And know that every time you make a good decision, every time you make an abundant decision, you are influencing the future. You are influencing the future for the people that will come next. Whether they are your children or your grandchildren or somebody else's children. It doesn't really matter. Ask about the bottom line. Yeah. Well, Sarah, yeah, that's a good point. If I continue to buy it, then I am showing the big company that ethical products are profitable. Yeah, as long as they continue to stay with the ethical. Yes, yes, he did, Liz. Look what happened there. Trailblazer. Trailblazer. Amazing. You can create whatever it is that you want, my friends. And in making the abundant choices, you will change the future for other people, the ones that come after you. Yeah, we want a beautiful, abundant earth, don't we? Don't we? I mean, she already is beautiful and abundant. And we've proven that, well, we just need to take care of her. And we can do that by choosing abundance. Choosing abundance every time. Every time. Okay, that is my 30 minutes. I'm going to do my best to stick to the 30 minutes. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. That was really amazing. All right, see you again, Jessica. Take care of your wonderful self. Beautiful. All right, thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for joining me. Doesn't it blow your mind that you can come onto this app and talk to some, well, me in Australia, Stephen in Australia, Sarah in Malaysia, Lise in Canada, so many people from the UK, so many of you from all over the US. Wendy, welcome. It's just mind-blowing. How's that for a bit of abundance thinking too? Whoever it was that that first started Insight Timer, and then the people that purchased it and took it to what it is now. Amazing. See you in an hour or so, Joanna. We have a lot to be thankful for. Namaste. All right, take care of yourselves. I will be here, same time, tomorrow morning with more. Maybe tomorrow I'll talk about the energy of giving. We'll see what Spirit says. Namaste. Take care, my friends. Thank you, YouTube. Namaste.